Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in if you're new to my channel, and for all of the returning subscribers, welcome to this video where I'm going to be talking to you about some home remedies that I actually have and all the different herbs that I have inside of my cupboard. I'm going to be going through the list of all the herbs that I have over here, and I'm also going to be telling you the benefits of the herbs and how much to take, how much to use. But I will say a full disclosure right now that this isn't really meant to diagnose or cure anything. It's just to provide some assistance in helping certain ailments or in healing certain ailments, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and see the types of herbs and the home remedies that I have. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and see what I have. Now, typically, I usually don't jot down notes before I do my videos. I usually just go with the flow, but some of these herbs have lots of benefits. So I did write down some things for about 4 different herbs, okay? So let's just get straight into the herbs that I actually have. So you'll actually come to notice that a lot of the herbs that I have are herbs related to womb healing as well, because I went to school for womb healing and I'm certified in a certain specific womb practice, okay? So let's just start over here. I hope you guys can see this. So the first one we have here is gonna be hibiscus. So hibiscus is so important and valuable because this is a flower that is really rich in antioxidants, okay? It's rich in antioxidants. It's good at making sure that you are going to the bathroom and peeing. It's good at making sure that you're sweating. It's good at making sure that your body is releasing toxins. That's what antioxidants really do, okay? And this plant is also very rich in vitamin C as well. So it's a natural vitamin C supplement. You can mix this with stinging nettle and it will help. And you know, stinging nettle is good for prostate health, for prostate cancer. And it's also good for women's, urinary tract. Okay, so basically anything within that root chakra, sacral chakra region, okay? So hibiscus is really good for that. And it tastes amazing. You can make hibiscus tea and not even add a lot of sugar, or just drinking it by itself without sugar. It really has a really rich, fruitful type of flavor to it. So that's hibiscus, okay? And then we have oregano. So oregano, this one I had to write some notes down. Oregano, I know some of you guys are like, what? I cook with oregano. Isn't it a seasoning? It is a seasoning, but it's still a plant. And like a lot of you guys know how much I care about Mother Nature and how much I care about Earth. And Earth provides so much healing. The plants that are here are for us to really thrive on and use for our own personal healing. So oregano, even though it's a seasoning and we use it because we like the taste of it, it actually has some really good benefits, okay? The only thing that I learned, that I know for sure that I learned in school was when it comes to oregano, if you're pregnant, you definitely do not want to take oregano. When you're pregnant, there's only a certain amount of herbs really that you can take. So a lot of these herbs are not going to fall inside of that list if you're pregnant. And if you're breastfeeding, oregano is one of the herbs that will decrease your breast milk supply. So you definitely do not want to cook with a lot of oregano while you are breastfeeding. And there's actually a list of herbs that do that, okay? So oregano is good because it can help with yeast infections. It can help with viral infections. It can help with your gut health. and it can also help with, it's an anti-cancerous herb. Now, a lot of herbs are actually anti-cancerous. Now, like I said, full disclosure, it's not going to go ahead and cure cancer like right away, even though I will say there are herbs that do really shrink cancer cells. Okay, I'm not claiming to cure anything, but plants on earth really do really help with cancer. There's some plants that really can help treat cancer, okay, and cancer cells. But yeah, this is going to be good. Let me see. It's also good to lower your blood pressure, and this is also, like I said, it improves your gut health. It helps with yeast infections. It is also a natural pain reliever as well. So if you're having aches inside of your body, or if you're even having like menstrual cramps and things of that nature, it might not necessarily go as far as really diving deep into like helping what's going on in your uterus while you're having menstrual cramps. But if you're having back pain or stomach pain and cramps like that, it can help relieve pain, okay? And yeah, this is really good. So this is a good one. And the next thing we have on the list, you guys, I'm so excited. Now this one I haven't tried. This is blackcurrant leaves, currant leaves. So I'm also gonna list what this does, because this has a lot of health benefits. So this is good if you have a kidney infection, if you have bad kidneys, or if you just want to keep up the health of your kidneys. Blackcurrant is really good for you to use, okay? And this also helps to lower your blood pressure as well. There's actually a lot of herbs that help lower your blood pressure. Sometimes, you know, if you want to transition from taking pills over and over all day, like pharmaceutical pills to help like blood pressure and diabetes, you know, there is a way to do that. You know, you don't want to quit cold turkey, but you can, you know, you can go from taking 2 pills a day to 1 pill a day to, you know, and then lessening it like that. And then basically adding this into your diet and making sure that you also consult with your doctor and make sure that any of these herbs that I'm listing doesn't that it actually doesn't get in the way of some of the pills or pharmaceutical drugs that you're taking. Because sometimes if you're taking a drug that lowers your blood sugar and then you go and take a herb on top of that that lowers your blood sugar too, now you're actually lowering your blood sugar too much, okay? Or your blood pressure too much. Certain things can just spike things that aren't really beneficial for you, okay? So definitely want to consult with your doctor about that. But you know, it's really important to get to herbs and to heal through herbs, because pharmaceutical drugs over time, it has effects on our bodies in a negative way, okay? It has effects on your liver, it has effects on your mind functioning, it has effects on your brain, it has effects on your memory, okay? If you've been taking pills your whole life, you know what I mean? Your body actually gets accustomed to relying on the pill to heal itself, when, you know, in reality, our bodies are very strong and capable of healing itself in a lot of cases, okay? Through healing with these powerful herbs that are rich in vitamins and in magical power, okay? Some of these herbs are really magical. This is also going to boost your immune system. It's also good for your eye health, the blackcurrant leaves. And this is also good vitamin supplement because it has lots of vitamins in it. It has vitamin A, it has B5, B6, B1, and vitamin E, which we know is really good, especially for your skin. And it's also anti-inflammatory, okay? And we know that inflammation is not good, because if you're having inflammation, that means some part of your body is actually going through a lot of stress, okay? And it's trying to heal itself, so it's getting inflamed because it needs a little bit more attention. And this is also antiviral, okay? So it's also antiseptic and it's also anti-cancer, so very good. Now the next one we're gonna go to actually helped me a lot. I even have 2 of them. This one I already used, but this is known as the red cone flower. Okay, I'll put a picture up so you guys can see it. This flower, you probably see it in your garden, you probably see it at your neighbor's house, you might see it at a park depending on where you live, and not even know how healing and beneficial it is for you. So the real word for the red cone flower is actually going to be Echinacea. So it's a pretty kind of difficult word to say, so people just say red cone flower. All right, so basically this is really good, and what I use this for personally is to help with anxiety. I actually noticed, you know, I'm really sensitive when it comes to feeling my body change and just feeling things intuitively. So I was really able to see a difference and even feel like a difference in my head when I actually took this. So another thing that this does, it also helps with blood sugar. So it regulates your blood sugar and basically balances it out. It also helps with anxiety. It helps with inflammation, which is very helpful to prevent diseases. And it also helps with your skin health, okay? So that is really good, and I really do highly recommend this. But like I said, guys, always consult with your doctor so that you know, especially if you're on pills. And then even if you consulted with your doctor and your doctor said, yeah, it's okay to take that, make sure you start off by just drinking half a mug of the herbs and see how your body reacts to it first before continuing, okay? And if you're not sure if you're allergic to a herb because it's in a certain family of another plant that you're allergic to or something like that, you really want to be careful with that and make sure that you're not drinking something that you're allergic to, okay? So the next one we have is red clover. Now, I bought this because I'm so interested in womb health. You guys already know, hence blooming woman. But yeah, so this is red clover, but what this is good for is this is really good for women that are experiencing menopause. So if you're experiencing menopause, red clover is a definite go-to for menopause, because what happens when you're on menopause is your actual estrogen levels go down, okay? And they go down to a point where it starts to affect your hormones, okay? You start to get hot flashes, you start to have all these different symptoms. And what red clover does, red clover actually has, it has a plant inside of it that actually mimics estrogen. So it mimics estrogen. So what it does is it actually brings your estrogen level up, because there's a certain plant in here that mimics it. Or a certain, not a certain plant, but there's a certain compound inside of this plant that mimics estrogen. So the only thing I will say about this is it is not going to be good to take if you're not experiencing menopause. Hence why I haven't opened it yet. I need to gift this to somebody. But if you haven't experienced menopause and stuff, and you're going to be taking something that's actually going to mimic estrogen, it can mess up with your hormones. So it can actually have adverse reaction if you're not experiencing menopause, which is why in my practices and what I have going on, I can't give away too much, guys, but I actually prefer not to even use this inside of my concoctions, okay? But this is red clover, and it does help for females going through menopause. Another thing is when your estrogen levels go down. Sorry if you guys can hear that. I'm sorry. But when your estrogen levels go down, what basically happens is your bone density also goes down as well, okay? And even if you're getting old, your bone density will go down too. So what this does is it actually helps with your bone health as well. All right, so let's go on to my favorite herb. I hope you guys can hear me through the noise out there. Marshmallow root. Oh my goodness, I love marshmallow root so much that you can see how much is gone from the marshmallow root. What this helps with is your throat. So it helps with dry throat, it helps with dry mouth. It helps with basically breaking apart mucus inside of your body as well. Like marshmallow has this texture that's kind of thick when you boil it, okay? This is one of the herbs that you can actually drink multiple cups a day. It's actually really like, you can use it a lot, okay? So I'm not saying you drink a whole gallon of this a day. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this doesn't really do things like, it doesn't really affect like your heart rate. It doesn't affect like you actually sweating, over sweating, or overheating. It doesn't really have any adverse like reactions if you drink too many of it. So you can actually get away with drinking 1 cup of marshmallow root a day. And what you really want to do is you want to put about 1 spoonful of the marshmallow root inside of the water and let it boil until you see that the color has changed and until you see that the consistency has changed. So you kind of stir it around and you'll see that it's a little bit thicker, and that's what you need. And like all of the herbs, you really want to drink it while it's still warm. You don't want to drink it when it's cold. The only one that I could say, oh, drink when it's cold is hibiscus because of the taste. But in order for it to really go through your body and really just warm you up if you're not feeling good, and to just be absorbed even faster, you want it to be warm, okay? Because your body kind of absorbs things differently if it's shockingly cold, because inside of our body we're warm-blooded, okay? We're not cold-blooded. So yeah, marshmallow root is really where it's at for me. It's also good if you have a sore throat, or if you're having any type of ear infection. If you have like congestion in your head, it really helps to break apart mucus. It really helps if you have congestion in your nose as well. Let's say even for allergies a little bit, it can help you too. And it can help also with like chest colds, kind of to break down mucus inside of your respiratory system as well. So it is so good. And it even helps with your gut as well, to break mucus down inside of your gut too. So this is definitely great. Marshmallow root, okay? And then we also have here, we have Siberian ginseng. Now you can do Siberian ginseng, you can do any type of ginseng, Chinese ginseng, but what this is good for, some of you guys will know, it actually increases your blood flow in a positive way. And men's health, it's really good to help your stamina and to give you that burst of energy as a man. And it's also good for the men's reproductive system as well, in creating blood flow and letting, if you're having erectile dysfunction or if you're just having problems with that, it can help you. It's a natural aphrodisiac as well. And what some people don't know, because it's just not talked about, is it actually helps females as well, and helping them with their flow when it comes to their sexual organ, okay? So it's really good, really, really good. And then this is a home remedy, but let me finish up the herbs. So pregnant ladies, red raspberry leaf tea is an absolutely okay to take if you're pregnant. Now, you want to obviously not sit there and drink a cup every single day, okay? But you also want to make sure that you are talking to your doctor or your health care provider, your OGBYN, to make sure that you actually have the okay to take this and that it's safe for your baby. But I do know, I have a friend that takes it and she's pregnant, and I just know off of research that it's good for pregnancy as well. It's an okay herb to take when you're pregnant. And overall, if you're a female, this herb is really good. Red raspberry tea leaf, specifically red raspberry, okay? It's really good for your reproductive health. It's good to tighten the walls of your uterus. It's good to make your uterus stronger, but it doesn't necessarily pull anything out or exert anything out of your body in a negative way where it will actually possibly harm the baby or anything like that. But even if you're not pregnant, it's good for your reproductive organs. It's really good for your sacral chakra, and it's really good for your root chakra ailments, okay? So this is very, very, very good. All right, now, okay, now we have, this is a Chinese herb. Now this one, you guys, is on another level, okay? I think we have one that's even more than this, but that's even more bitter than this, but this is Andrographis, okay? Now, this is extremely bitter, okay? So when you're actually gonna, what you do with bitter herbs, when you cook it or when you're boiling it, basically you wanna boil the water without putting the herb in there. You wanna wait for the water to get boiled and then pour it into your cup, and then take a little pinch and put it inside of your mug and stir it around and let it sit a little bit and then drink it. And don't let it sit too long. I would say let it sit for about 3 to 5 minutes, because this is extremely bitter. Now, what happens with bitter herbs is you'll come to realize that they're actually good for your liver health. Most bitter herbs have properties in it that can help assist your liver and keep your liver functioning well and in balance and healthy. So this is so strong that even I can't do it. But we have it here just in case. You know, you never know what happens, but this is gonna be something that, you know, I mean, it really, it helps with lungs. It helps with basically anything related to C19, okay, which is one of the reasons why I got it, just to have it on hand. It helps with your lungs. It helps with your respiratory system. It also helps with flu-like symptoms. It helps heal flus, okay? So this is really good. Now, a good alternative to flu symptoms, any flu, is going to be simple home remedy. Very cheap and very powerful. You're gonna get ginger, okay? Ginger is very good, even by itself, because ginger can help lower your cholesterol. It can help lower your blood sugar. It can help lower your blood pressure. And ginger is also very good for your gut. If you're having morning sickness as a pregnant lady, ginger is really good. Now, it doesn't taste that great if you're just drinking it by itself, but maybe you can put a teaspoon of honey and a little bit of lemon, and it might be better for you to take that, okay? So for the natural herbs for flus, you're gonna do ginger, you're gonna do either a lime or lemon. Now, I like to use lemon for this concoction or for this formula. So ginger, lemon, and then you're gonna use garlic, okay? So what I usually do, if I'm feeling under the weather, or if I feel like I need to get rid of mucus in my body, this remedy is so powerful, okay? When I recently went to the Gambia, I actually did get a little bit sick. It wasn't C19, it wasn't anything like that, but I stayed into the sun for too long, and I stayed into the sun while my hair was wet with actual hair conditioner in it, and I had a head wrap on. So if you already know, if you have conditioner in your hair and you go into the hot sun and you're sweating, you're basically sweating while your head is cold. So when you have differences in temperature like that, that's when flus arrive. Just like when you go from hot weather to cold weather, extremely cold weather, that's when you're more prone to, you know, get a flu, because your immune system kind of gets thrown out of whack. So what I'll do is I will get 2 lemons, I'll cut them in half, I'll squeeze the juice into a pot or into a pan, and then I will actually cut the lemon slices and drop the slices inside of that pot as well. And then I'll take about 2 or 3 cloves of garlic. Now sometimes I even do 4 because I don't mind the taste. If it's gonna heal my body, I do it. So you can do like 2 or 3 cloves of garlic, and take a big chunk of ginger and chop it up, skin it, you know, wash it, and put that inside of a food blender or your fruit blender or smoothie blender. Add a little bit of water and blend it up together, and then you add that inside of the pot, and then you fill the pot up with water and you let it boil until about, I want to say about 20 minutes, depending on how much water you have in there, okay? So what that formula helps with is flus. It helps with boosting your immune system, because basically lemons and limes really are very alkalized, okay? Especially limes, they're very alkalized. So what that does is it alkalizes your body, your pH level. And when your pH level is very alkalized, it's easier for you to combat illness, and it can speed up your recovery and even prevent you from getting certain illnesses like colds and flus like that. It's also good for stomach health. If you're having candida infection inside of your stomach, or even if it's vaginal, garlic is so good because it breaks apart any type of fungus, any type of, you know, it's antifungal, it's anti-inflammatory. It really gets rid of infections inside of your body. It is even helps to combat with cancer cells, because it just gets rid of toxins inside of your body. So when you combine these three together, it works wonders. Honestly, guys, it really, really, really does. When I got a little sick in the Gambia, and I was so mad because I had so much I wanted to do and I couldn't do it. But drinking that consistently every 4 hours throughout the day, I felt better in 2 days, and I was good, okay? I know people who have used those 3 ingredients to help with the C19, and they were healed very fast, okay? Limes are very alkalized. They're even more alkalized than lemons, okay? And what this is good for is every morning you wake up, cut a lime in half, pour it inside of a pot, put water in the pot and let it boil, and then just drink that once a day, every day, and that will really help with your gut health. It will help with your gut health. It will help to boost your immune system, and it will help to break apart mucus. And we know that mucus is actually good in your body because it's telling you that if your body can produce mucus, then really that's a good thing, because your body's able to fight off infections, because mucus accumulates inside your body when there's an infection. However, on the flip side, if mucus is accumulating too much inside of your body, then clearly there's an infection or there's some type of adverse reaction going on in your body, and you're gonna have to basically heal that. So if limes and lemons and those 3 herbs, ginger, garlic, lemon, limes, helps to break apart mucus, it's because it's also fighting off the infection, okay? So very, very good. And then I just have 2 more. I know there's so much, guys. Thank you so much for making it this far into the video. We have mugwort, okay? This is part of the Artemisia family. So reason why I got this is doing the C19 as well, because I said, I'm sorry, but I'm not pro-vaccine. You know, I know there's a way to do vaccines. I know the Africans did vaccines before Europeans even did it, and there's a way to do it the right way, but I do not trust the vaccines of today, and no. So I look to nature to really heal me, okay, before I step foot in any hospital. It has to be a legit urgent emergency, like surgery or something like that. But for a flu, you know what I'm saying? So the Artemisian family, if you look at Madagascar in Africa, during the C19, they actually came up with a formula, a drink that they were selling, and they were going to and sending it to other countries. And this drink actually helped to heal the C19, okay? And so I just went ahead and ordered it. I don't know if this is the same strand, because the Artemisian family is really big, but this is mugwort. It helps with multiple things. It is cancer fighting. It does help with flu-like symptoms. It does help with like hot and cold, shivery flashes, body aches. It helps with your lungs. It helps with your respiratory system. It helps with head colds. It helps with a lot, okay? So this is very, very valuable to have around if you're actually, just for times where you might have, it might be an emergency, okay? The next one is good for if you have allergies, okay? Because John, my fiance, has allergies, and whenever his allergies start to act up, he uses this. And funny enough, when we went to Africa, he didn't have any allergies. It was crazy. But basically what this is white horehound mixed with mint. And it kind of looks really furry. It looks like velvety, like it has a little bit of fur on it. And actually the benefits are right here too. It really helps with digestion, guys and girls. You'll notice that right after you drink this, all you need is just, I would say for me personally, because my body's small, I just drink half a cup and I'm good. Because this is the kind of thing that literally, it removes toxins out of your body and clears it so much that if you overdo it, depending on how small your body is, you might have to stay home all day just to purge and just to rest, because it's clearing toxins out of your body. And if toxins are being brought up out of your body from hidden places in your body, you're actually not going to feel too good. Like you might feel like your stomach's hurting and you need to go to the bathroom, or you might feel like you have a headache, or you might feel like you need a rest, or you might even get a cold and hot flash. But really it's actually your body healing itself. So for me, I just take half of a mug. For John, he drinks the whole mug because he's a lot bigger than me. So yeah, this is going to help with digestion. You'll notice that right after you drink first one, you're going to go to the bathroom probably like 30 minutes to an hour later. But it's not like a purge. It's not like diarrhea. It's like it just cleans your system. So it's actually really good for your digestion system. It's good for your colon. It's good for everything in that sacral chakra region. Okay. And it's just really effective treatment when it comes to constipation as well. All right. And indigestion. This is also a cancer fighting herb because it has active ingredients inside of it that is, okay, let me see if I can read this, you guys. Okay, so cancer. One of the active ingredients of the white horehound plant is called apigenin. This compound has been proven to have anti-cancer properties, okay? So if you're dealing with cancer or you just want to help prevent it out of your body, it's good to try and drink this, you know, maybe once a week. You know, if you're dealing with cancer, maybe once every 3 days, give yourself a 3-day break, then drink it again once every 3 days, give yourself a 3-day break, because this is a little bit stronger. Like I said, out of all these, the only one that you can get away with drinking every day is red raspberry tea, hibiscus, and marshmallow, and possibly ginseng as well. But even ginseng, you don't want to drink that every single day, but you can drink it more frequently. Now this, you want to give your body a rest from this because of how much it clears out of your body, okay? I can even smell it, it's so strong. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. That's going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a comment below. I know what you're thinking. There's so much herbs that I missed out on. Oh, you forgot to say this. You forgot to say that. What about this? What about this? What about that? Great. I know. I'm just covering what's inside of my cabinet right now and the remedies that I have off the top of my head right now. So the video is not so long, okay guys? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Hit the like button. Make sure that you hit the bell notification so you can go ahead and get all of my notifications anytime I make a video. I know some people, you hit the notification button and you're still not getting notified. So You just have to check in and hit it again and make sure that you hit on all notifications. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you guys inside of the next video. Much love from me to you. Bye bye.